Good, clear on here. You're live. Oh no, I am live again. Um, I thought I would go live and do some comedy, science fiction comedy uh, recommendations, I guess. It's hard, really hard to do science fiction comedy, and so when it's done well, it's always impressive. Wait a second, the microphones are way over here. It's a bit of a disaster. I nearly didn't do this because right. So you got to keep going with the the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. This is this was made in the 80s, I think. 1981. There were so many things that were made in 1981 that were really, really good, and it's weird because I was born in 1981. I'm not saying I'm really good, but a lot of stuff was made in 1981. The Raiders of the Lost Ark, I think, and Das Boot, maybe. Sometimes I get it confused with 1982 because I think 1982 was Blade Runner. But The Hitchhiker's Guide is just it's an excellent comedy, very, very clever, and it's just a specific type of comedy that that I think some people don't really understand. But my dad loved it, and my wife loves it, and I really love it too. Another comedy, which is great, is I have it here. It is Red Dwarf. Let's get the Red Dwarf. So let's get the Red Dwarf season 2. Again, it's from the 80s. I think they started in like 80. So this is 88. I guess maybe they started in like 87 or something. And it's brilliant. It's a sitcom. And I think that I think the history of sitcoms, the greatest probably of them all would be Dad's Army. And I was never really, I wasn't a big fan of Steptoe and Son, but you can see that this is sort of like the evolution of Steptoe and Son, because, it's two guys, in a room talking, but Red Dwarf changes and becomes much more than that when you get to season 3. We also have here this. This is also brilliant, and definitely, I would definitely say, with Alan Rickman is in here, and what's he called now? It's the guy who does Buzz Lightyear. He's called Tim Allen. You got Tim Allen, Sigourney Weaver, Tony Shalhoub. He went on to do Monk, and this is just very funny, very funny. And that's kind of all I have here at the moment. I've been going for, well, actually, I got two more over here. But they're not really comedy, like full on comedies. We decided that they were action movies with a lot of humor in them, because you get that. And so it's definitely an action movie with a lot of humor, and it's very unique. I think it's quite unique. If you haven't seen it, you may like it, but you may. I think it's kind of love-hate sort of thing with a lot of these things, because it seemed to me like it was like that with this. You know, I encounter people who just don't like this at all, and it's very strange to me, because it was I thought it was brilliant, you know, and just an action movie, I guess, with a lot of humor, and it's just very, very well done. Okay, I'm gonna wrap that up for the moment. I may come back and redo it, but that is all for the moment, and I will see you next time.